So, we're gonna talk about this again, aren't we? Hello everyone. It's me, Blue, and welcome back to, whatever this is. Another episode of this shit show. Today we're going to talk more about this hypnotist Sappho situation. Well, actually, I don't even know if I should call this a situation, but it's more like a presentation on why hypnotist Sappho should be in jail. I'm actually really serious about this. Like, why is she not in jail? Like, I'm just... What the hell?
The red nose right there had a very shiny nose.
Now, before we begin this video, I would like to give a little disclaimer. If you're easily triggered by the topics such as zoophilia, pedophilia, sewerslide, or hypnotist Sappho because she's a whole ass red flag, then I would recommend clicking away from this video and watch something else. Though, if you wish to stay, buckle your seatbelts because this is gonna be a bumpy ass ride. Let's get into it.
So, for the first point, because we have a lot to go over today. So, if you don't know who hypnotist Sappho is, I'd recommend watching my past video about it, but if you're lazy, like me, and don't want to watch it, then I'm going to give you a little rundown. Hypnotist Sappho is, well, someone, in the furry VR chat community where she does hypnosis therapy, which she isn't certified for therapy, by the way. And in 9/11, exactly 9/11, she came out as a fucking zoophile. Yeah, you heard me right. She, quote-unquote, came out as a zoophile, and she tried to compare zoophilia to LGBT, which is just straight up no. It's just no. And here is the funny part. Not only does the LGBTQ community hate her, even the furries hate her. Even the furries don't even want her in the community, which is fucking hilarious because she thinks that she'll be welcomed in open arms, but nope. No, she's wrong. But, oh boy, she's actually pretty worse than we thought, and it gets more worse as we go, so be prepared for the next points because it's messed up. It really is. So, So for the next point, this is where I'm going to warn y'all again, because this deals with the topic of sewerslide and grooming. So if you're easily triggered by the subjects, I recommend leaving this video. But if you want to stay and watch, then sure, go ahead. But if you want to watch but you want to skip this point, I recommend going to this timestamp. Also, FYI, the following screenshots that I'm going to show, some is taken by me, while some is taken by another account, which I would recommend checking out because they are very collected with this situation. So if you have TikTok, I would recommend checking out their account and watch their videos about this circus. So without further ado, let's get to the next point. Unfortunately, there are kids who actually do look up to her. Like, they see her as this mother figure or as someone they go to for guidance, which is very concerning. And it got to the point where she convinced them that this is okay and that, oh, they're zoophiles too, which got them believing that they're zoophiles. When really they're not, because their brains are still developing and they don't know any better. And it all leads to this situation that happened with Sappho and another person who's a minor called Julia, or Oasis Leap. She goes by she, her pronouns, so I will be using she, her pronouns. So let's get into that situation. So what happened is that Julia believed that she's a zoo because of Sappho, and her parents found out about it, and she committed. And Sappho posted about it on her Twitter, saying how she's going to her funeral and how she's been drinking and crying all day and is blaming aunties for her death. But turns out Julia is actually still alive and well, according to this screenshot right here. So what does this mean? It means that Sappho lied and is using a kid's supposed death for clout. Now, that is fucked up and pretty damn heartless. Not only did Sappho groomed the child, but she used the child's supposed death for clout and posting it online for sympathy. What a fucking monster. But it gets worse. And along with the subject of not the incident, but with other shit that she did around minors, I'm gonna have to say this the best way possible instead of saying the whole thing, because if I did, YouTube might try to take this down. She did something nasty in her Twitter space that has minors in it.
Bitch, get the fuck out. Bitch, get the fuck out my fucking house, bitch. Get the fuck out.
If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. If y'all don't, good. Y'all don't need to know. It's fucking disgusting. Also, I'd like to add that in a Twitter space, Sappho admits to thinking that children can consent, when really they can't. Children cannot consent. So, hear this.
Well, go ahead and do research and see what is safe or what's not. A child still does not have the mental capacity to go through with safely.
Okay, so that very last part I disagree with, but
Say it with me, everyone. Children cannot consent. They cannot consent. Not even animals. Anyways, let's move on to the next point, because this is already making me sick. To be completely honest, I don't know how to explain this point. And it got to the point where I don't even know how to conclude this point, or what to conclude this point with, because I hear a lot of things about this one that goes like, oh, either this happened or it's either this or that, you know? So I'm gonna try the best I could to explain it, but it's really confusing to me. So I don't know how to end the point, so I'm gonna just explain from what I got. Sappho did a face reveal, which I'm not going to show because here's why. But I am going to say that 1, Sappho's name is Valerie, and 2, the picture was taken when she was on duty. Now, here's why I'm not going to show the face reveal. I'm not going to show the face reveal is because people are mixing up Sappho with another person who's also named Valerie, but the person's name is actually Valerie Graw. People are mixing them up because of how similar they look, to the point where people are harassing Valerie thinking that she's Sappho when she's not. And she doesn't even know who Sappho is. And that's the reason why I'm not going to show the picture, is because I don't want people to go harassing Valerie, and I don't want people thinking that Valerie is Sappho when she's not Sappho. She even said it herself. And like I said, she doesn't even know who Sappho is. The reason why this is so confusing to me and why I don't even know how to conclude this point is because I keep hearing saying that, Sappho is catfishing as Valerie, or Sappho took her identity. I don't even know either or is the case, or I am 100% not sure about this. So this is why, I don't know how to even conclude this. But all I got is that the two got mixed up, thinking one is the other when really it's not. So yeah, that's the best I could explain the situation. But if y'all know, please let me know in the comments, please. The point is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll explain it. Just recently, Sappho just came out as a map. So not only is she a zoophile, but she's a map. Now you're probably wondering, what's a map? Or what does MAP stand for? It's an acronym for minor attracted person. So, in other words, she's a pedophile. Hearing that alone is pretty explanatory, but there's another thing. She also had a NSFW account on Twitter, and turns out she has this mommy kink going on, along with a kink of age play. If you don't know what age play is, I would suggest looking it up yourself, because I really do not want to explain it, because it really makes me uncomfortable. Plus, she did groom kids, so yeah. Luckily, there are some good news, which, thank God. Sappho's both official and NSFW Twitter accounts got suspended. It is unclear that either she's suspended or she got banned for good, but she's out of Twitter, so yay. Not only that, but there's actually a case open for her, meaning the police are involved. Though it is unclear on who reported Sappho to the police, so I don't know if there's any updates or whatnot, but we'll see. Hopefully, Sappho gets put away for good. Like, in jail, behind bars, where she belongs. And I guess this is the end of the video. Y'all made it. Y'all survived this whole thing, so congrats to you all. I'm proud of y'all. So if I miss anything, please let me know in the comments. If I miss anything. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. This is Blue, signing off.